Alright, well here goes nothing.
Located in Shepherdsville, Kentucky, Camp Crooked Creek is home to one of the toughest challenges in trail running. A 50 and 100-mile ultra marathon through steep, technical terrain. Runners face grueling elevation, unforgiving trails, and the ultimate test of endurance. This is more than a race, it's a journey into the heart of resilience. But before we get to the finish line, let's rewind a little bit and see where this all started.
I actually just signed up for a 50-mile race. I have never ran more than 13 miles in one go. Holy shit.
Out here on the first train run, a little bit of trail running, July 8th. Getting ready for the 50 miler. Out here on our second practice run. Just finished the second mile of the run.
Getting practice run number 3 in today.
Feeling pretty good. Out here on run number 4, I'm beat. Out here on what I think is the 5th training run. Currently at 4.3 miles. But we averaged an 11:12 pace for 4 miles.
We're about like 50 days out from the race. Me and Thomas here are getting ready to do 13 miles at night. So this can be our first nighttime run.
Running at a new park.
We're gonna try to get about 13 miles in, trail running. Finished up the run, fucking hurting. Hitting a little sauna session, sweating it out. Then we're gonna hit some stretching. Our last night in here before the big day.
If I die tomorrow, this might be my last recording me alive. So.
I just hope I'm in the will. It's currently Friday. It is 3:30. Getting everything loaded up. The car is looking pretty packed. Officially made the turn into so it's like a scout camp, but it's in the very back of a neighborhood, so you have to drive through like a neighborhood first to get to the camp. It's a little weird. So we just pulled up, walking in to do packet pickup. All right, we just got checked in, got bib number 88. Of course, we got the shirt. Pretty satisfied with it. It's not as cool as I wish it was, but you know, it'll do. After discussing with the, what is it, like race director or whatever, we may or may not have a cabin to sleep in tonight. Hopefully it's unlocked, hopefully we can find it. If not, we're kind of screwed. Just got to our cabin. Time to see if it's unlocked, if we actually get a place to stay.
It is unlocked.
You got a smoke detector in here? No way. No way.
Literally just got out of bed. It's 4:43 in the morning. It was a brutal fucking night. It was like 15 degrees the entire night.
Why did you decide to take on a 50-mile ultra marathon? I want to do something that's gonna like absolutely push me to my limits. For some reason, that's been like a thing on my mind for the past like 5 years, is just finding like the actual physical point to where I can't move.
The reason I wanted to actually try an ultra marathon was I didn't want to be average. You know, I wanted to be a little bit different from everyone else, and I wanted to have as little regrets as I had when I looked back on this in 30, 40 years.
You know it's getting real when you start pounding cold oatmeal. What does completing this race mean to you personally? I think it shows me that I can actually go out, do something that I would not normally do, push myself to be in an area that I would not consider myself to be an expert at, and actually get to the end result.
What does it mean to me to run 50 miles? I mean, really, it's just a big starter goal to maybe hopefully open more doors into more challenges and more events down the road.
All right, as you can see, making our way to the start line. 6 a.m. sharp. We got like 1 minute until it's 6. So a lot of people already here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh my God, straight into a hill. We're currently about 4 miles in. Definitely a lot of elevation so far. A little electrolyte bottle on my chest has been frozen for the past 4 miles. Sun's finally starting to rise over here. Having my first little snack. Feeling good. We're roughly about 6.5 miles in. Realized that I have thrown a hole in my shoe.
a very beautiful sight to see. So we got less than a mile left back to the aid station.
So how was it?
Hard.
Very hard.
So how long did that take you?
4 hours.
The next one's gonna be another 4?
Probably a little bit longer. I busted a hole in both my shoes.
Both of them?
This was from tripping on a stick. We were still feeling pretty confident. We wanted to make sure we left with enough supplies to get us through this second lap. It looked like Thomas's foot was bothering him a little bit, so he decided to tape it up before we go out on our next loop. The only thing that I was really concerned about at this first stop was my shoes. They were both busted open, and this was the only pair that I had for the entire race. So I was worried that my shoes could cause me to not finish the race.
Why did you have surgery on your foot?
I had tumors for like 10 years, so it kept coming back and I had to cut all different parts of it.
All right, boys. See you on next one.
Next time we're back at the pit, we're gonna be at a marathon, so we're getting out of here. See ya. Leaving the pit now. As you can see, changed the head attire a little bit. Just crossed the 3 mile mark at 11:35. Feeling good. Knees and hamstrings bother me a little bit. Just ate my whole bag of snacks that I made. Definitely gave me a lot of energy. We're roughly at about 6 to 7 miles. Definitely feeling the effects. I just made a little bit of a mistake. Sign says go right. We ended up going left, taking us the wrong way, but we only went down about 50 yards. Both really hurting. We're about 3/4 of a mile from the aid station, taking our time. Very slow. Just finished up lap 2. Ramen cooking up. Got the Dr. Pepper too. About to put the smack down on some carbs and calories and get back out there. We were still feeling pretty confident at this second aid stop. Really, the only things bothering me here were my hamstrings and my feet. I had a callus on my pinky toe for years, and at this race, it ended up peeling off. We wanted to take our time at this stop because when we leave, this is gonna be a lap that it gets dark and cold.
How was last night, guys?
Feeling pretty good. It was horrendous. You know, I woke up probably 7, 8 times.
I had a couple hot spots forming on my big toes, so I decided to take some tape and tape them up. I'm not doing that. I also wanted to retape my shoes because the hole kept getting bigger. Heading out once again, lap 3. All right, we spent about 40 minutes at that last pit. We wanted to eat some hot food. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Halfway done. Just this one's gonna hurt a lot.
Just being at that halfway point is going to be a big motivator. I will say that for the past 2 laps, I've been contemplating a lot, thinking about what could happen, but feeling more confident this time. So let's get into it. Making our first little pit stop on trail. Using some tape to wrap up the knee. I put some around my lower kneecap, and it has significantly helped. Coming up on pit row again over here.
If we can get this lap done and we're not too damaged, I mean, we gotta send it.
Yeah.
Just go for the fucking finish, dude.
I mean, last time we see this many people for a long time. We are hurting bad. Thomas, what do you gotta say?
Blown out knee. Had to fucking salvage a trekking pole from the fucking woods.
We're slowly moving. We're moving, but slowly.
It's actually neat.
Killing.
It's right here.
Pretzels have never tasted so fucking good in my life. It's cool as hell. We're fucked up, but smacking some quesadillas and some broth, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We've made the conscious decision to call it after this lap. We've been out here for well over 16 or 18 hours, and we keep getting looped by people that are much, much faster than us. About to hop back on trail. We got about 4 miles left, so let's kick it. This sign right here has got to be the most beautiful fucking sign I've ever seen. It means we're in the home stretch.
Joseph Thompson. Lot 3 of 4. 100 mile or 50 mile. Thomas. Lot number 3.
What lessons or takeaways have you gained from this experience?
A lot of things that you can't do, that you don't think you could have done, you can't do, because if you can push yourself that far to lug and limp yourself through the woods to complete failure in the dark, cold, and nothing, I mean, you can do anything just about.
I would say a lesson would be you can train all you want, as hard as you want, for as long as you want, but you don't truly know what you're gonna get into until you're in the thick of it. Will you attempt another 50-mile ultra in the future, and what changes would you make to your approach?
Definitely, I want to do another one, maybe within a year. Very soon, though.
1000% I'll try another 50. Maybe far, far along in the future, I'll try an even longer ultra.
But approach I would take is get some fucking trekking poles, especially with the elevation we were doing. Like, there was no way that we could do it efficiently.
For the enjoyment of the race, I think the next race we definitely want to do in the spring or like late summer. What message would you share with others about setting big goals, even if the outcome isn't what you expected?
I mean, you always want to have a big goal in the end, you know? You always want to have something that you can check off the box that you absolutely knocked out and killed it, but with that, you gotta set steps that are gonna help you reach that bigger goal.
Don't focus on the outcome. Focus on the journey that goal is going to take you. It's always better to try something and fail than to not try it at all. So whether you think you can do something or not, go out there and try it. I think that concludes Thomas's post-race interview.
Yep, on to the next event.
Hell yeah. One last thing I want to leave in this video. I hope that this video has inspired someone. I don't care if it's one person or 1,000 people. I just want it to inspire someone to go out there, and whether it's a race or anything, I just want you all to go out there and try something. I was not a runner at all for a very, very long time, and I've now run an ultra marathon. So it's just crazy to see that you can actually do anything in life that you want. So if I can just inspire one person to go out there and start going to the gym, start running, clean up your diet, whatever, I hope I've done that. And that's all I got for you. Peace.